What's up, folks? Josh here. How's everybody doing? Tank Coat, Jay, Ryan. How's everybody doing? Good to see you. Good to be back. Sorry about this noise here. It's been a minute since we've had like a regular live stream. Nice to be hanging out again. What's everybody up to? Here on a Friday. I was gonna try to do this yesterday, but then Killer Croc showed up. He's great. I really like it. Exceeded expectations. But he showed up. I wanted to get that review out, as soon as I could. So we're doing this on a Friday, and it's been a minute. We'll see who's able to come hang out. Scott Knight, what's up? Tanko, you got Wally West. I still haven't seen him anywhere. It's not a super urgent pickup for me, because it's just kind of a reuse of that Rebirth Flash, which we've seen a few times already. So I'm not dying for it. If I see him, I'm sure I'll pick him up. So yeah, man, we actually, there's a bunch of new stuff, huh? Is anybody else grab some of this stuff yet? New Hush. Eric Stream, how's it going? New Hush. This new bats. I'm hoping I can just find eventually in store, find, one with the correct elbows and just swap. Because I do like this figure. I think it's pretty solid other than those elbows. Pretty solid. I think I'm going to have to start doing my own black wash on stuff more frequently. Comparing these Hush, I know I've shown them to you already. Look at these. This is just a few coats of black wash. Doesn't that look night and day? So I think I'm going to do a black wash to this Croc too. Make those pants look a lot better. Man, I still just I can't believe that. Look at that. Amazing. And it's so simple. And actually, I had somebody. So I posted one of those, they have those shorts videos that are like TikTok-y. They're vertical. They're shorts. I posted one about doing the black wash on this Hush. And then someone just commented. I'm sorry, I can't remember who it was. Someone commented that asking about doing a black wash tutorial. So I might do that too, because I honestly was I'm pretty not super confident, I guess, about my own abilities of customizing and stuff. So doing my own black wash and things like that, I was never I'm gonna ruin the figure, I'm gonna mess it up. It's a piece of cake, and actually it was my buddy Danny, Galactic Geek, who showed me how to do it. And it's cake, and it makes such a difference. So I think I might do one on this Croc and make that just a full blown video, a normal video, just how to do a black wash. I know many of you know how to do that already and have more experience than I do. But for those of you that are coming from where I've been coming from, which is I don't want to. I'm worried I don't want to ruin the figure. I don't want to screw up, something that ain't broke. It's worth doing. I'm probably gonna start doing it a lot more often. What is? Oh, I'm behind on the comments already. Happy comic book reader, what's going on? Marco and Cognitive, Darth, what's up? Darth, did you watch that Killer Croc review yet? I don't want to spoil it if you haven't. Yeah, Jay, I wouldn't mind seeing some more Henry Cavill and Affleck figures. But I'd rather see a comic Doomsday over that Snyder version. Yeah, Tank Code. I haven't been to the store really on many hunts at all lately. So I keep getting word that stuff's coming through from different places, like some of those reviews I've been doing, like CMD store. This came from Walmart unexpectedly. I had somebody hit me up, said, "Hey, this is shipping. Hey, this is shipping." So I scooped those up and haven't been to the store. I mean, the stores around me, if they were coming through more often, maybe I'd be out there more. But then just I tend to not find too many things before online pre-orders ship. Oh, in fact, actually, here's a scoop. Let me pull it up. I can show you. Um, because if you guys know me, you know that I don't normally go through Big Bad Toy Store, but I got word that Big Bad Toy Store has Mortal Kombat Commando Spawn and Nightwolf in stock, so I just ordered those. I mean, I had them pre-ordered on Amazon, and I think the release date was saying July or August, but man, there you go. So I took the hit, sometimes the stuff comes in, like CMD store, I had to pay $5 shipping, I think. Big Bad Toy Store, I think I had to pay $4 or $5 shipping. I mean, when the stuff is in stock like 2 months in advance of the original release date, I'll take that hit. Marco, I agree with Darth. Definitely watch the Killer Croc review. No spoilers. Marco, yes, I agree. I would love to see more two open hands with this because the mega figs. I like them to be able to pick up the smaller figures and do menacing sort of poses. Yeah, Jay, I'm glad you could make it. Turn that on. I posted a few days ago that I was going to try to catch up on some requests people have had for like head swaps and stuff. So I'll pull up some of those in a moment. I didn't actually do what I said I was going to do, which was like pull some of those, go back through the comments. I've been way behind on catching up with comments and stuff to you guys lately. I've been busy. I've been super busy. I finished my comic book, and just this morning submitted an order for a few test copies. So in a little over a week, I think I'm going to have those in hand, which is going to be awesome. And I think right now the plan is the first week of June or so, I'm going to have a Kickstarter to fund a small print run, about 250 or so. So I'll be posting about that here, and I'll let you guys know about it. I think that's going to be really exciting. Yeah, it's been a long haul. Yo, D Sniper, what's up? Haven't seen you in a minute, man. What's up? Sam, how's it going? Clouds. Yeah, Tank Co. We're caught up on The Boys. We've watched episode 3, so I think there's probably a new one today, and I don't think we'll be able to catch up on it until Sunday. Yeah, The Boys is great. Haven't watched any Obi-Wan yet. Haven't watched. Did Miss Marvel start? Really, I just haven't been. The Disney Plus shows, they're not holding my interest. Yeah, D Sniper, I pre-ordered that Superwoman as well. That is one where I could imagine maybe running into that in the stores. That's the kind of stuff that my target is, the one that comes through. Darth, I think for the Target pre-orders, I think they do a hold. So it's like they charge you, like they pre-charge you, and then like once a week they release that money back and then charge it again. So it's kind of just, yeah, they take that money. when you pre-order it, essentially. Osmosis, what's up? Ian, what's up? Tanko, you saw Jurassic World 3. What would you think? Start pulling up some of these comments. Yeah, D Sniper, that Black Adam looks great. Those figures look really good too. I mean, yeah, I'm with you, D Sniper. Like I feel like the first article on Ain't It Cool News ever was Black Adam is gonna have The Rock's gonna be Black Adam. They've been talking about it for so damn long. Okay, so what am I looking up? I'm looking up comments here. I'm looking up some suggestions for doing some head swaps and whatnot. Oh yes, okay. So we need to try some of these Batman heads, moving them around, right? So we got this one. I need to pull out Capullo, right? Probably 3 Jokers. What have we got? I've got all my stuff all over the place. All right, some of these Batmans that have the sort of plug neck thing. Let me find that. Capullo. So let's see, should I use the hairdryer probably? Oh yeah, actually I know the new Jurassic Park is out, but I'd rather go see the new Cronenberg movie, actually. I think we might do that this weekend if there's time. All right. Oh wait, so what was the suggestion actually? Hang on. It was Scott and I asking if the new Batman head could work with the Capullo Batman. So let's try that. It's really on there. Hey, Legend of Light, good to see you. Yeah, it's been a minute, right? Been pretty busy. Oh, here we go. Okay, that's off. I feel like this one might be easier. No, I'm gonna warm it up. I was gonna say sorry about the noise, but this can't possibly be worse than the Dremel using the Dremel on the Batmo Beast. Oh, come on! It's so hard to grab. Man, this thing's on here. Man, this thing's tight on there. Come on. Dude, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this off. Nope. I don't think this is happening. Oh, wait. I'm pulling the Three Jokers one anyway. Why am I working on that one? Well, I did want to try it. But you asked about Capullo anyway, so. Oops. Oh, Ian, Top Gun is badass, man. I mean, it's cheesy and dumb, but woo, it's a good time. Good time. I guess I just assumed because the year two, well, that one was designed for you to be able to take his head off very easily, that the rest of these plug neck ones would be easier to take off. So that looks all right. It leans forward a little bit. So to get him looking straight ahead, you know what I mean? Like I can't tilt his head much further back than that. What do we think? It's all right. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I don't know if I love it. All right, I'm putting these back. That was more difficult than I expected. Okay. Rambo. So, Rambo's asking about fixing the legs. Some of the legs on his figures are down or higher than the other leg. I'm not sure. Like, what? Can you give me an example of like them being not quite? Like, can you detect where that sort of that height discrepancy is coming from? Is it coming from the hips? Is it coming from maybe feet or ankles not being pushed in? Okay. I know there was some Robin questions, and now I can't. Okay, some about Red Robin's head, I think. Let's find out. You guys are talking about the some of those new Lightyear toys. And Man, a lot of them look really fantastic, and I am in a Facebook group for people that collect the 4-inch Halo figures, and somebody was posting. They've got some amazing looking, just like 4-inch scale drop ships that would just look really freaking cool with anything, you know. Um, put my graphical launcher back on this Batman. Damn it. Christopher, how's it going? You got your ordered Ghost Maker from CMD store? Yeah, they ship very quickly. I got a little mine got delayed by the holiday a little bit, but I got them in hand. Okay, so where am I at now? The Robins here. Let's see what the question was exactly. I know it was about taking this Red Robin head and putting it on someone else. Find out what it was. Let's see, where was it? I know this is probably fascinating live stream watching me look up my own comments. Now I've lost it completely. Well, I know that we want to see this head on some of these different Robins, right? So let's find that out. What's up, Q Silver? What's up, Puppyplex? Puppyplex, you haven't missed much. I did a head swap of this new Batman on the Capullo body. It looked okay. Now I'm gonna put this head on some of these other Robin slash Red Hood, maybe. Let's see. Oh crap! This is gonna be annoying. Of course, this is gonna want to come off with taking that peg. So, oh well, maybe this one did the same. So actually, maybe that'll work out. So, skin tone doesn't match, but that actually looks pretty badass, right? That's pretty good. See, the skin tone doesn't quite match. We have to fix that. That's pretty good. The only Dan, what's up? Oh, I was gonna see. Oh, this isn't bad either, actually. That's the Gotham Knights Nightwing head on the Red Robin. Got his arms out. Not bad. A little dorky, you know. I kind of like it. Dom Life, what's up? Jay's Figs. Zero, what's going on, folks? So how about I'm gonna have these overlapping pegs on this one, so I can't quite do it. But what do we think about that? That's not bad either. Yeah, this head I think is gonna. That's pretty good. Yeah, Christopher, Black Adam looks pretty dope. Can't deny it. And yeah, I have to admit, it is a real movie. The Rock wasn't. The Rock finally came through. Long promised. Well, this one, and see, these necks are just all coming out from different places. But anyway, where's the? Pretend he has a neck, but yeah, this head will work on everybody. That ball won't fit in there, but do we like this better than? I like this unmasked Jason Todd. That's pretty good though. Yo, Jager, what's up? Yeah, Ryan, the hooded Black Adam, I think definitely does look like the cooler of those two figures. Oh, Jay, no, I never did customize that Pattinson Batman. It just generally the live action figures just don't have much of a chance of getting a permanent spot carved out on the shelf, you know. So they're low on the list of customization, you know, improvements. Oh, Dom Life, you have the three Jokers red hood on the unmasked Jason Todd. I bet that looks dope. I don't think I have that. Where's the? Oh, it's right here. I think that's gonna be a pain in the ass to pop off too. Yeah, Jay, I'm with you. I'll end up getting both those Black Adam figures. Especially like, yeah, some of those other characters too could be really awesome. Is Atom Smasher the Build-A-Fig or something, or is he a Mega Fig? I can't remember what the leaks said for those. Bones, what's up? Bones, you should be finding Superwoman. You're in the. It's always California and Texas that I always see getting them first. And I know Bones found the Batmo Beast before anybody else, so I know he's coming through with stuff. I've been trying to perfect the science of like when you start seeing those first posts of people in California and Texas finding new stuff in store. How long do I have to wait to actually have a realistic expectation of finding one myself? Because it's been as low as it's been less than a week. It's been as low as like 4 days or so after I start seeing them on Facebook in California. You know, I've run into some that quickly. Others, you know, it's 2 weeks, 2 months, too long. Scott Knight, yours is a week. Dom Life, you get 2 months. Dom life, you're out in the desert, bro. But really for me, the only thing that it's one or two targets near me that come through actually with like early-ish or timely-ish stuff, and it's not everything. It's definitely not everything. It's usually the stuff that I'm looking forward to the least that I find the earliest, and I'm like, great. Okay, put these away. But good luck, Bones, and everyone else hunting for Superwoman. I can't wait to find that one. I'm really stoked to see that she comes with another baby Starro. I was worried that Ultraman was getting the smallest Starro piece, and therefore he had the baby Starro to compensate, and that maybe the other figures with the bigger pieces of Starro, they might not have more of the babies. But it looks like she's got one, so I'm thrilled about that. Oh yeah, that's a good point. eBay is a good sign too. I actually did right away when I saw those people get those early Black Adam figures. I hopped on eBay. I was like, is anybody throwing these up? And I know I think it was earlier today, I saw somebody posting a screenshot of a Black Adam figure on eBay, and it was like $200, and they were crying about it. But it's like, yeah, I mean, it's eBay, man. They got them. Who knows how many months early? Yeah, Jay, sometimes you find them before the people in Cali, sometimes 2 months later, sometimes a week later. Yeah. Yeah, I know that I've found a few things in store before I've seen anybody else get them, but it's been quite some time. Like the last one I know for sure that I got before anybody else was the White Knight Azrael, in armor. But that was so early in the multiverse run. There weren't, people on the groups weren't as big. There weren't as many people hunting them down and stuff. So, it was a little bit more quiet as far as people connecting over multiverse stuff. What's up, George? How's it going? Oh, you know what? I know I've talked about this before. I've talked about this phone case that I had made that has some artwork I did on it, and I got it from a place called Sticker App. They normally make stickers, but they do phone cases and stuff too. So just the other day, earlier this week, I dropped this thing, and it was a hard drop, and this thing cracked all the way through, but my phone is totally fine. So I know I've talked to you guys about this phone case, and it came out looking really rad and stuff. Sticker App, and you know what? It costs less than an OtterBox. I think it costs like $40 to ship it, including shipping, getting it to me. So I ordered a new one with some different art. The art on the new one is going to be this that which is the cover of Drop Shadow, the comic that I'm working on. I know I mentioned it earlier, but I just today submitted an order of the final pages to get some test copies printed. So I'm gonna be talking about that for a long time to come. So expect more information about that. Yeah, Dark Knight. We're all, I think, agreeing that those Black Adam movie figures look great. Reality Rebel. Yeah, I totally agree with you. I do hope they make at least one that is will go on somebody's face. Clouds, you're in Indiana too. Yeah, I'm in Indianapolis, and the Southport and 135 in Greenwood targets are where I have the best luck, but it's inconsistent. Yeah, Q Silver. I can't wait to show you. It's gonna those will be here I think a week from Monday. And then what I'm gonna do when I get those is I'll record a video of me opening him, for the first time and getting him in the hand and seeing him, and you're flipping through them and showing you guys a bit of the, what's inside. But I'm not gonna post that video until the day that the Kickstarter launches. I think that's gonna be the plan. I do want to hype that up a little bit before the launch, but I think I want to drop that video on the same day that the Kickstarter goes live. So if you guys are, stoked about it and want to get one for yourself, that will exist. So yeah, pretty exciting stuff in the works. First a lot of firsts. First time I've ever done anything like that. Make a comic, get printed like this, and then a Kickstarter. I've never done one myself. So this will be it's an ongoing learning process, but it's turned out great. I'm really excited for you guys to see it. I'm excited to just get one and be able to like flip through it, see it printed, physical. Because I did it digitally. I know some people are purists about physical media, versus digital and stuff like that. But the truth of the matter is, I wouldn't. My background's in video. I wouldn't have a background in video if it weren't for the advent of like digital, consumer grade, high quality video equipment. That's what I cut my teeth on. So the accessibility of that made that possible for me. And then I wouldn't be able to do a comic book if it weren't for digital. So can't hate on it that much, Ian, I appreciate that. Yeah, Q Silver. It's going to be a Kickstarter for the comic. I've run some numbers, and I think I can set a pretty low goal, very achievable goal. That's the plan, to do a very small run, like 250 copies or so. And then if some miraculous thing it goes way past the goal, then we'll just put that we'll do stretch goals and just do higher quality paperweight on the covers, or maybe like spot UV treatment on the cover, things like that. But it's just because, like I'm saying, it's going to be my first time through this. There will just be a digital PDF tier and a physical copy tier. We're going to start there. And if this one is successful, then the next one will have more bells and whistles, have more tiers, have more different deliverables. Right now, I just want to do this. Keep it simple, Oh yeah, Sky Knight, that's a good question. I've seen other people mentioning that maybe that future state label on Ghostmaker was a mistake because nobody ever remembers Ghostmaker even being in future state at all. So I'm not sure. And I did, because I'd never heard of the character. I did a quick like wiki sort of look about like reading up on him. I don't remember it saying anything about future state. Q Silver, appreciate that. Appreciate you always asking about the progress of that stuff. Being interested in that, because it's been really cool, and I've been holding back a bit, wait until the thing was finished to really share. I know I've shared like the custom figures and that the city diorama that we used to do that photo shoot, but as for some of the other content, I've been holding back a little bit, wait until I actually have the thing in hand to show you. In Dom Life, my thought is that this first one, it's going to have a very low goal because the thing has already been done, right? I already made it. I was going to do that anyway. Um, so this is just going to fund the printing. If this goes successfully, I'll run some more numbers and figure out, okay, can we also now do a Kickstarter for issue 2, where the goal would have to be a bit higher because that stuff hasn't been created and it's going to take time and energy and um, you know etc. So if things go well, yeah, I've got things in mind for how we keep that going and just keep going on the up and up. And I mean, good things happening on that front just means good stuff happened for this channel too. You know what I mean? The closer we get to finding a good hustle keeps me being able to work for myself and not the man. The more fun we can have here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Everyone's been saying like Ghostmaker wasn't in future state, so I wonder if that was just a plain wrong um, mislabeling. Very well could be. I did read. I didn't read everything under the future state banner, but I read the next Batman and I read the Dark Detective stuff, and I didn't read the Yara Floor stuff, but most of the stuff that like took place in Gotham City, because all those future state issues would have the little mini stories in the back. I read most of those. Oh, zero. Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, it's a lot harder than it looks. Especially, I mean, I sort of took on this um, project of making a comic to teach myself Procreate. So things that aren't necessarily like my strongest suit, which would be doing color. Um, that's why I say like going digitally. It was the only way this thing was going to get done. Um, because just putting out something that was physical and then probably would have to just be black and white for sheer sort of logistical, financial um, reasons, workflow reasons, etc. But when I started diving into that app Procreate, I was like, wow, I really could. I have just about everything I need in this one app to actually kind of create the artwork from start to finish, and then knowing just I don't didn't have experience making stuff like that for print, but just in my um, career history, I've worked with people that do have a lot of print experience and stuff. So I just knew that I could learn how, and I didn't know exactly what it was going to entail or what I needed to learn yet, but I knew that I could. If I just dove in, I would figure it out along the way. It took a long time. This one took a long, long time, but I think if there was interest and if there was stuff, avenues like Kickstarter that might make it possible to keep going with it, that'd be amazing. And because part of the thing is like this one took so long. Of course, the inevitable. Like it took so long to make that now that I look at some of the artwork, I'm like, ugh, I've gotten a lot better since then. Which that's just part of anything. Puppy points, appreciate that. Yeah, hopefully the hustle. We can keep the hustle, keep grinding on it, and find something that works for everybody. Reality Rebel, appreciate the support. Much appreciated. Maverick, how's it going? Ryan, so this Ryan's asking like how would I describe the experience of developing that story? Um, and that's kind of a weird one because it's like it's a bit of a comedy and it's a bit of a parody, and part of the parody is just that it's like the highly themed world building of it, which I don't know how familiar with you are with the concept that I know I've shared it before, and some of you guys have heard of it, and some of you haven't. But the whole thing is that he's a graphic designer vigilante, and it just kind of came about because my friends and I were just dicking around and trying to make each other laugh, and they came up with this idea for a character named Drop Shadow, which is funny because that sounds like the Shadow, and he sounds like a Batman type character. And I said, oh yeah, yeah, and his secret identity's name is Matt Finish. We were just kept throwing dumbass jokes against the wall like that. So I know there are a lot of people that are out there that are like, oh, I got this idea for this comic, and they have this, they have brilliantly well conceived stories with lots of detail, and lots of lore and stuff. This isn't quite that, you know what I mean? So this is just kind of like dumbass puns and jokes and silly crap, and the the story and the logic is secondary to the joke. This character having a funny name, or whatever it is, or his utility belt has some graphic design themed thing. So if that makes sense, it wasn't quite a traditional like, oh, we want to really tell the best story, the best, most unique original. This was more just like, um, just throw a bunch of dumbass jokes against the wall. Something closer to like the Tick. Um, you know what I mean? If that explains sort of my perspective on that. But then to get a little bit further in, I guess I would kind of write this script, and I would start as a very loose kind of story or just like sequence of kind of scenes that need to happen. And then I constantly going back and forth between this script that kept getting more detailed, and then how would this script fit in X number of pages? What was the most interesting way of coming up with cool layouts? So it was just like a lot of going back and forth, and I'll when I'll get the comic in hand and I'll show you some of it, and then that Kickstarter will run, and hopefully that'll go well. Even if we don't meet the goal, I'll be figuring out ways to make it available to you guys, even if it just means digital at first. But once the Kickstarter is done and stuff, and that once that's out and maybe you have it in your hands, I'll do a video that's more like a director's commentary kind of, and walk through sort of my process and stuff. Because there'll be stuff I can show you that it's like, okay, you see this page, I was trying to do this, and then or like a 2-page spread, or like 2 pages right next to each other that aren't one continuous spread, but the pages kind of mirror each other, or the formatting, is I'm trying to play around with things like that. I'll be able to better explain that when I can show it to you. And we can decide whether or not I was successful at what I was trying to achieve or not. What else? Yeah, Q Silver. The truth of the matter is it really is just about finishing. If I had, I can get caught up in perfectionism and stuff, but the truth of the matter is you gotta let stuff be done. Because I'm talking about, okay, so this artwork, yeah, maybe it looks a little, some of the pages don't look quite as great as I want them to. Okay, well, I could keep just trying to polish them and make them better and stuff. But the truth of the matter is, if I really had to do it right now, I would just redraw the whole thing. I would make different choices top to bottom. So it's futile to keep going back to the same thing and trying to make it just right. Yeah. So I'm certainly not trying to uh I'm not trying to be too modest or be like, oh, it's not very good. No, I'm super stoked about how most of it looks. Um, but the fact of the matter is, you just get better over time, and it is what it is. Hopefully, it's good enough to get to number two. Get a number two made. If we get to that, we're gonna be in a great place. Puppyplex. I mean, you like the thing. So the comic part, or the story part of the comic, it's like it's shorter than it's closer to like an issue zero, really, as far as like what that story of that issue contains, and it's shorter. It's like 14 pages of story content. 14 pages of a 32-page book. The rest of the stuff is pinups and world building and things like that. Um, but the I wrote that script. I did all the art. I did the colors. I did the lettering. It's a ton of stuff. It's a ton of work. I mean, I know I've got more than 1,000 hours in it. But when you see the book and you see it's more than just those pages of sequential art, there's a lot of multimedia stuff in there. It's going to be pretty badass. I gotta admit. I don't want to give away too much of it now. I want to save some for when I can really show you the thing. Darth, I haven't been watching Kenobi yet. The Disney Plus stuff is just not. It hasn't been holding my interest. The Marvel and the Star Wars Disney Plus stuff. I've heard it's pretty good. I've also heard it's kind of whack. I mean, yeah, that's the thing, is it's too much of a crapshoot. Yeah, Ryan, I don't watch many of the shows either. The DC shows, WandaVision and Loki were all right. Falcon and Winter Soldier. They just feel a little too small, I guess, or they feel, I don't know, cheap. They feel cheap. You know what? Let me walk away for 2 minutes. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go pee. You know what? I said I was gonna hold some stuff back, but I think I could show you a sneak peek of some things. Hang on, give me a second. What's going on with you guys? Anything new? It's been a few weeks since we did this like that, like normal. What can I show you? Oh, like when I keep alluding to the fact that there's like multimedia stuff, I'll show you like some of my friends did some work, some guest art submissions. Like here's one my cousin did. Um, that he did this digitally on Procreate. That's pretty fun. But then there's also like here's something my buddy did, which is a painting, a real physical painting, and took a photograph of it. You know what I mean? So there's pages like this that are just kind of fun, different takes on it, different mediums. There's even stuff that we did, like a fake movie poster, like for a live action movie. This page doesn't look stylistically like anything else in the book, but comics always have ads and stuff in them, so we wanted to put fake ads. Yeah, Q Silver, like an alternate cover gallery. Yeah, and even page like some stuff, some sketch, gallery style like sketches, stuff like that. And even like behind the scenes stuff of like where you can see better look at those costumes that we made for the movie poster. Yeah, but bonus content exactly. Yeah, Q Silver, because like I grew up, reading a lot of indie comics, like in the '90s, and those would always have pinups from guest artists in the back. Some of them would have, a short little 3 or 4 page story that somebody else drew. The art doesn't look the same and stuff like that. That sort of like supplemental stuff in the back. So when I was kind of designing it in my head, I'm like, well, I want to do this, but I'm new at using Procreate. So, and I'm capable of doing other stuff, photography, etc. So I'm like, well, just in case the art is totally terrible, let's put other stuff in the book too. And maybe in case my end of it just doesn't live up to what I want it to be in my head, there will be other cool stuff too. So now, I mean, the thing, it's cover to cover is 32 pages. There's a lot of stuff in there, and yeah, some of the pages are just sketches, which maybe not the most exciting or memorable page in the book, but there's a lot of content in there. I'm trying to hold back a little bit. I'm showing you some cool stuff, some not as cool. I'm trying to not blow my wad. Oh, Q Silver, I'm not in the movie poster actually. You know what? I was gonna um I talked about doing it, and I wanted to do it and put myself in clown makeup, and I would be the villain. Comic Sans is the clown. But I would have to shave my beard. And we would have to take photographs, and it was like, I just want to get this. I want to call this finished. So, um, Q Silver, not fake ads, really directed at other comics in particular. I know this is half of the toy ad. The toy ad's 2 pages, but fake toy ad. That's the other side of it. One of the pages is like a fake newspaper page from the world that they live in. There's a page that's like an arts and culture page. Lots of ads for that exist in the world of Drop Shadow as well. It's just a lot of like world building kind of stuff, and places for those, like I was describing. We just riff on jokes, and they just you make a pun or whatever, and it sounds really funny. It doesn't make sense in the story, but it's a good joke. So how do we get some of that stuff in there? You know, Ideas for names of restaurants that are graphic design themed and stuff like that. So yeah, Ryan, showing the origin, trying to give you some insight into where we're coming from. Yeah, Q Silver. And as far as developing our own property, and like I've said, like I've sort of told you guys before, Clutch, what's up? That my background is in video and stuff, and most of the stuff that the artistic sort of stuff that I've done um, as a hobby has been narrative filmmaking. And I mean, part of the thing was, for one, the pandemic made it harder to, we were locked down essentially. So collaborative projects, which video requires lots of collaboration, that was kind of out of the picture for a while, and I wanted to work on something. But also, I've always wanted. Yo, Vaughn, what's up? I've always wanted to do a comic, because it's like like I said, I make short films and things like that, narrative stuff. Doing that stuff low budge, with your buddies here in Indiana, there's a certain ceiling of what you can do. We can't exactly. I mean, I could put together a short film about a like superhero and stuff, but it's going to be pretty modest, right? Um, and we could have ideas all the time for things that we could just never film, and I feel like comics is such a logical sort of avenue for those ideas that can't quite, that we just don't have the means to film. Yeah, yo, button those. Did you guys see those Warhammer figures? They look dynamite. Let's pull them up. What's it? What are they called again? Riptide, Dark Tide. These are sweet. I definitely want to turn this guy into one of the like Arkham Knight henchmen. Yeah, Vaughn, comics are the biggest palette for high concept, no budget. Yeah, I mean it's, and I mean the more I've looked into sort of just the comics ecosystem on Kickstarter and stuff, man, there's a lot of people that are being able to do some pretty great stuff just through continually. They do a Kickstarter, they do an issue, or do 2 or 3 issues in one thing, get those out, go on to the next one. When I started making that, when I started working on that comic, I wanted to do it for myself, and hoped that by the time it was done, I would figure out something to do with it. But I didn't really think I would actually, like, a Kickstarter was realistic. But then now, that uh, started this channel and hanging out with all you guys, and you guys have been really supportive. That's starting to feel like maybe that's actually a realistic like way to do it. So if we get that first one and make that successful, oof, sky's the limit. We could go far. We could go far. I mean, hell, there's a lot of I know there's a lot of artists and stuff in here. I apparently anthologies are super popular on Kickstarter. So, um, you know, might be something. Maybe we can figure out a way to let people, you know, come up with stuff and submit it or package it. I don't know. Ian, good to see you. Yeah, Vaden, this Kickstarter thing is going to be a learning experience for me. So that I'm keeping it super basic. It's just going to be the PDF digital tier and the physical tier. It's probably I don't know. I'll look. I'm looking into international shipping um, options. I haven't figured that out yet. I only have it really priced for domestic shipping right now. So actually, if you're interested in supporting the Kickstarter and you're outside of the U.S., let me know because my I don't want to make it like U.S. only, but the shipping, the logistics numbers are way more inconsistent. It's weird. There's not just like a reliable flat rate. I have to program them all in. But yeah, anyway, we're gonna learn a lot. It's gonna be it's gonna be a learning experience. Oh yeah, Dom Life, that would be great. I was even thinking about maybe just taking some of the existing assets that we've created and doing some animations like that. So that would be awesome, actually. Like like just for example, kind of, we'll tell you what I'm thinking about. Like this is the back cover, but we have this. We made this icon that looks like the logo, sort of his shield is that triangle that's a DS. But when you combine that with some other stuff, one, it looks like his mask, right? It looks like his red bandana, and a couple eyeballs there. But it also looks like an arrow down, drop shadow, right? So I was going to do something with having that, icon coming dropping down like an arrow, and then I can the arrow kind of coming down, and we have another version of it where it's his hat, his cap on the top. So yeah, this is the front cover. It's looking pretty good. But yeah, anyway, I've taken like that graphic art like that, but also some of the more the traditional comic style art, and seeing if that can be repurposed into video. Uh, light and limited animation at first, and then maybe do some more animated stuff. I'd really love to do a run cycle of the 66 Batman sort of. That wouldn't take much to actually just recreate the whole Batman 66 intro with like the villains, in profile. Um, yeah, Puppyplex. That was the cover. This is the front cover. And then this is the back cover, which is that simple kind of on white. Oh yeah, Ryan. Well, back in lockdown when I first started working on this, I subscribed to that DC Universe app, and it was great. And then they started dropping a bunch of the support for it, like a lot of their video stuff that they had on there. They stopped making it. They had like multiple like daily shows that were they were just kind of fluff pieces, talking heads and stuff, but it was just nice that they had that they kind of gave a shit. It felt like they cared about their stuff. So even if it was just little fluffy press releases about whatever new show that I don't even watch, it was still nice that it felt like they freaking supported it. Black Mantle, no, it wasn't inspired by Comic Zone, but I did play that back in the day. Although there is some, yes, so there is kind of some crossover with that concept of Comic Zone of the guy going into being part of the artwork. But this is more of that sort of like the Tick style, where the whole world is very stupid, you know. Yeah, Avant Night. I did like it was more like motion graphics, animation, for a few years. I mean, I still do it. It's just I haven't been in the habit of doing it every day, like I was working at a place where I was using After Effects every day. Zero. I don't have a Discord server, but Ska Knight has a Discord server. Ska Knight, you want to try linking that? If you can't link it, I'll do it. I think last time your comment went. Desaro, how's it going? No, Tom Life Comic Zone was impossibly hard. And I'm pretty sure Comic Zone didn't you get hurt whenever you threw a punch? Like the only way you could fight guys, it actually damaged you or something insane. Yeah, Black Mantle. That's true. It was both very hard and we were little kids. Oh yeah, you know what? The other learning experience while we're talking about it, because I sent those finished comic pages out today to be printed for a test run. We're trying Mixam online on demand printing. I've tried to do some research into a few different ones. I think Kablam apparently, from what I can tell, they're not great. What's the other one? Oh, Comics Wellspring. They seem like they might be okay, but I think Mixam was slightly less expensive, and it seemed like quality was slightly better. And then the other one was Comics Alliance, which was also more expensive. But Comics Alliance has options for doing tiny, tiny print runs offset, which is rare. Offset printing instead of digital printing. No, Dom Life, Stranger Comics. I'll have to check that out. Is that like a label, or is that the name of a series? Yeah. Hey guys, Scott Knight just posted his Discord server. Feel free to jump in there and follow that. People are just hanging out, chatting about life, hanging out, or talking about what they find. I mean, on the hunt. That was the word I was searching for. Okay, a Stranger Comics. I'll check that. I'm gonna make a note of that. Oh, I mentioned this earlier. In case there's anybody watching that wasn't watching earlier when I mentioned this, this is an important announcement. Hang on, where's my? The announcement is Commando Spawn and Mortal Kombat Nightwolf are up on Big Bad Toy Store. They're in stock right now. Commando Spawn. Stuff keeps coming through early. Keep your ear to the ground. Unfortunately, I've had people telling me about some of those new scoops. Like stuff that showed up on CMD store stuff. Walmart is where I got Croc. This Croc is shipping right now, and Walmart comes through in like 2 days. CMD store shows up in like 2 days. Oh, you know what, Scott Knight, we didn't. Good, thanks for the reminder. Oh, but I did want to write down this Stranger Comics first, lest I forget. Okay, yeah, we got to do this, right? We've been going for more than an hour. Been holding you guys captive. I know you're waiting on it. Make sure it's going to be somebody who's in here right now. Actually, you know what? If you're in here right now, anybody watching, say what's up right now. Give me a hello. Say yo. Say anything. I want to make sure this is going to somebody who's in the room. I'm looking at. I got to make sure I'm not, repeating. Not repeating. A lot of folks in here already have they're already in the rogues gallery, and there's a bunch of folks in here who are much deserved. We can only do one at a time. So those of you that are all watching right now, just trust me, yours is coming. But today, we got to give it to Leif Oftedal. Glad to see you in here, Leif, because Leif has been watching forever. One of the earliest commenters, one of the earliest frequent commenters I can remember on this channel. Let's hear it. Let's hear it for Leif. Much appreciated. Thanks for being a friend of the channel. Thanks to everybody in here for being a friend of the channel. If you don't have yours yet, just trust that it's on its way. Believe it. Good deal. So yeah, did you guys have any other weird? You guys want to see anything? These new figs, recent stuff. You want to see it up close? You got anything in your request? So I did some of those head swaps and stuff. Oh, one of the questions I got a bazillion times was, it's a great question, is does the Joker Dragon head work on Titan Joker? And before I could answer this question, I got really carried away and I wanted to finish the Batmo Beast, and I cut off the head peg and I tied that Joker Dragon head to that body and I tied the body to the Batmobile. Anyway, it'd be a huge pain in the ass for me to take that off. I will be getting another. Excuse me. I will be getting another Joker Dragon. Like I still have my Amazon pre-order because I do want another one with the head, because I took the head off. So when I have that, I will show you. Lots of love for life in the comments. Appreciate that, everyone. No news on Man Bat yet, Ska Knight. That's the one I was really hoping for. But man, actually, I'm thrilled that this Croc came through so early. Is great figure, exceeded expectations. I got some problems. And then the other thing is, this is ridiculous. This is truly ridiculous, guys. I don't like numbers and stuff or whatever, but this Killer Croc video has 4,000 views in 24 hours. So folks were very curious about this dude. I'm glad it turned out so well because, yeah, it seems like there were a lot of people with expectations about this guy. I really dig it. Man Bat, I'm more excited about the Man Bat. Although the closer we get, I don't know. I want him to be able to be flying. The way his wings and his hands are, I just want. Hopefully, he'll work in flying poses. Is all. Yeah, Ryan, I do agree. The mouth, they should have figured out how to make this mouth move. Although I have to admit, there's not a lot of space for it to move because of this big ass collar. I think they should have got his head out a little bit further. Yeah, Votten. Yeah, maybe they'll do an open wing variant or something. Yeah, I don't know. I think the sculpt is really cool. The way he's holding his sort of fingers and his wings and their. But will a flying pose? Will the hands sell the flying pose? Q Silver, yeah. I mean, if you're dying to, if you really want that '90s Superboy, because here's the thing, this is truly like the minimal effort, and he looks pretty cool. You could go all the way. You could paint those gloves. You could put his straps and his holsters and stuff. You could put the shield, the Superman S on the back. It'd look amazing. This guy looks really cool, and I just did that swap that took all of 2 seconds and found some sunglasses. So, if you're really trying to make that '90s Superboy happen, it's freaking cool. It looks rad, and you could make it look way better. Yeah, Vaughn, the way they did this head was just kind of, I don't know, it's kind of weird. Not quite right. Yeah, definitely hoping for the reign of Superman, death of Superman. Stuff from Todd. Get a real Doomsday. Vaughn, you know what? When I ordered Croc, I don't think it said shipping. But I think it said pre-order because when I did do the I can pull up the email. When I first ordered it, it did say pre-order, and it said scheduled to arrive Tuesday, August 16th. So if you put that order in, and it might be out the door tomorrow, for the Croc on Walmart. Oh, Black Mantle. It'd be cool to see huge Mogo, the Living Planet. So there, man, some stuff like that be awesome. I've I think I've said this before. I would have backed that HasLab Galactus if they just would have included a shattered planet accessory, or maybe a whole one, maybe both, just a planet Earth, and then maybe another some planets. I know that's not quite the same thing as what you're talking about, but yeah, man, some outside the box thinking when it comes to some of these like accessories and stuff, and the figures to do. Oh yeah, giant Brainiac ship. Now we're talking. Oh, Vaughn's making a great point. He's saying, can we take a moment to say congrats to us all on the Superwoman thickness? I mean, yeah, the legs, they're out of sight. Wasn't sure we'd be getting anything like that with the current Warner Brothers stuff, but yeah, really came through. She looks good. She looks great. I think that means we're still in the clear for getting Zatanna, Supergirl, right? Still, the midriff situation is still question marks, though. You know what I mean? Can they still do this business, this area? That's a question mark. Man, I can't believe how perfect that Constantine looks. They knew we'd been asking for it for a while, and they didn't try to get too cute with it. They just delivered aces looking fig. Can't wait to get that thing. Probably he's honestly the 7-inch page punchers probably aren't most anticipated stuff now, other than Man Bat. But yeah, actually, even Constantine maybe even more anticipated than Man Bat. Ryan, I think the 7-inch page punchers will look just basically look like these. Vaughn, I think they're the same comic 4 times. Unfortunately, that's pretty whack. Yeah, as far as I know, Ryan, I think they're gonna fit. Um, hey, Jace, thanks for hanging out, man. Good to see you. Um, yeah, and I mean, I don't know. I'm excited about that sort of just that line existing and basically existing as like slightly souped up, plussed up multiverse figures. A few extra bucks, but that you can see where the extra bucks went. A little bit more paint, a little bit more accessories. They look great. I'm excited about them. I can't believe I'm excited about DC Direct stuff. It tends to not be my wheelhouse. Oh, you know what? Hey, Vaughn, did you notice that those Black Adam figures were like they're like less plastic? Let me find. See if somebody posted it. I'm not. Somebody there were. I could find better pictures, but you see where this black on the bottom it comes up way higher. Seems like that might be their answer to less plastic. Let's bring it up a little bit higher. Oh yeah, right. That's you know what that's I forgot we haven't talked about that. There's been so much stuff that because I haven't done a live in like 3 weeks. Are those still up here? Where are they? Somebody posted the. Or did they get taken down? Did they get taken down? Those leaks, the leaked photos are of the new superpowers. That's gonna be it for me, folks. New superpowers. I mean, do I have any actual superpowers? Like this kind of stuff? Count me in, folks. All day. I mean, if we're getting stuff like this is really what I was hoping for from like that '66 line, really. Oh, Scott Knight, you got okay. Thank you. I'm gonna pull that up. Does it have the? I'll pull up that Discord. Does it have the photos of the back too? Because that is. Let's see. I'm so bad at using Discord. I don't see them. Damn it! Where are they? Oh, I can't. I can't find them. Anyway. Anyway, if you've seen them, oh, I gotta. I'll try one more place. We're talking about. We want to look at them, right? Did they get takedowns or something? Dang. Well, who did I send them to? Yeah, the post got taken down. That sucks. Anyway, I mean, they. Oh, she channel. All right, I'm trying here, folks. I'm trying. God bless me. Oh, DC Figs channel. Gotcha. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Scott Knight. You seeing this, folks? And correct me if I'm wrong. I think. Oh no, no, I'm misremembering. I was thinking for some reason that they never made Darkseid in Superpowers and that he was canceled. But what I'm remembering wrong is that there was supposed to be a Darkseid playset that was originally going to come out for the Superpowers line, and it got canceled. Um, and that's pretty cool, Darkseid and all. But here's where it gets really exciting. Look at those vehicles. Soups, bats. Look at those vehicles. Look at that Batwing. It's got the cheesy ass orange bubble. Oof. Oh my gosh. This is this is it for me, folks. That oh, give it to me all day. I hope that runs forever. Todd's making those. Dom Life. That's Todd. DC Direct. Look at this. Look. The old school McFarlane logo on the blister. Yeah, I think they're 5. Um, I think they're 5 points. Like, very exciting. Very exciting. Um, yeah, actually, Vaughn, yeah, I guess that does mean the Adam West stuff probably did go pretty well. Well, although I don't know, I guess I mean there are the superpower stuff is DC Direct. I mean, not that that makes much of a difference, but it kind of makes more sense for the stuff to be under that DC Direct. I don't know. Yeah, Leif. I don't know. I hope they're a very low price point. I hope they're yeah. They're $12. That'd be out of bounds. I bet they'll be $15 at least. So I don't know. That's just my guess. Probably. Yeah. Dom Life not going to see Morbius in the theats. Turtle Johnny, how's it going? Nick, what's going on, bud? Yeah, hey Nick, this is the first live I've done in like 3 weeks. Not counting the games, but those aren't quite the same, you know. Yeah, Nick, dude, the reaction figure prices are absurd. I wanted those McBain figures really bad. They look so good. They're so funny. How some of the blisters had like bullet holes shot in them. Amazing. But they're like $20 fucking. God damn. Dom Life, you're down for Morbin. I agree with Vaughn on this. Super Seven is some kind of money laundering scheme. Yeah, I mean it's just endless pre-orders. They look very cool though. I have to admit, the Super Seven stuff. I've never seen one in person though. Frankly, I've never actually seen a Super Seven figure in hand in person. I think it's time to start winding it down, folks. Got any final remarks? Oh, we just got an yeah, I just got an Amazon delivery. It has been hotly anticipated. So I can't believe how expensive those Super Seven figures are. Some of them look super cool. I mean, like I think having the ballerina hippo from Fantasia would be an amazing figure to have. Honestly, like some of the choices. Oh, the Simpsons ones that those choices have been great. Like the astronaut Homer and stuff. Really, really, they've gotten me really close to giving me some of their money, but I haven't done it. One thing I have been waiting on, which is now I think at least 6 months past due, is the Figma Death Stranding Sam Porter Bridges, and it's so damn late now that I'm thinking by the time it actually does show up, I might just put it right on eBay. I don't know. I don't know. I love Death Stranding, but the imports they never feel like not never. They very rarely feel like they are worth what they cost. You know, those imports, they're 60, 70, 80, $100 for a 6 inch or smaller figure. Then they all just have the same homogeneous tooling and kind of brittle plastic. They were fun for a while. I've had my moment with the imports. What I'm having fun doing right now is spend $20, and if it's not the greatest thing in the world, whatever. I find a reason to like it. It's something unique about it. Or if it sucks, I take it back to the store. It really sucks. Oh, I didn't know that, Von, that Mayfix were half the price in their home countries. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, that I mean that's an incredible deal then. Yeah, if you were able to actually do that. Although, man, it's not an imp. I mean, well, yeah, it is. They got me tempted with that Hot Toys Dead Strange. Oh man, they really got me with that one. I want it bad. I can't. I'm not spending $400 on a hot toy. I've got a couple of hot toys. One of them I got for free. I won it in a contest. They're very cool. I'm not spending $400 on one. But man, I don't know. Maybe if somebody did one that was a hundo, if somebody that looked really dynamite, maybe not 12-inch scale, just a 6 or 7 inch. Maybe I could go for that. But man, that's the one I want. Desaro, peace out, my friend. Good to see you. Black Mantle, you're digging Kotal Khan. Yeah, that's a fun figure. Man, I can't wait for Night Wolf. That's got great potential. Man, Mortal Kombat's always been really great about like totally effortlessly having like super diverse characters, right? Night Wolf, that's fucking awesome. You know what I mean? Yeah, am I cutting out? You guys hearing me? Internet's been dodgy all day. Might as well wind it down anyway, right? Yeah, Vatten's got it pegged though. I mean, everybody complains about there being too much Spawn in the Mortal Kombat line. There's only a Mortal Kombat line because Spawn, basically. That's why they keep doing a Spawn damn near every wave. Uh, like people are like, "Oh, this Mortal Kombat has too many Spawn figures." If they didn't put Spawn figures out, you wouldn't have a Mortal Kombat McFarlane line at all. So yeah, I mean, hell, I'm down for that Mortal Kombat line. Give me a hook it up with the RoboCop and Jason Voorhees and some of those other license figures, right? Characters, I mean. Hey, Big Troy's, what's up? We're just winding down. Actually, I'm probably gonna call it now. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Let's hear it one more time for Leif. Good to talk to you guys. It's been a few weeks. I've been super busy. So oh yeah, Dom Life. Yeah, that was the one I couldn't remember. Rambo. Yeah, it's been great to hang out with you guys. We'll try to get back on the normal schedule, and like I said, I'll have a lot of new stuff coming your way with the Kickstarter info and all that kind of shit. We're gonna blow the doors off, guys. We're just getting started here. So thanks as always for hanging out and being friends of the channel. Good things happen in the future. That means good things for everybody. So yeah, stay tuned. Thanks for all the love, folks. I'll try to get a game stream this weekend too. Probably Sunday evening. I'll let you know. All right. Thanks, gang. Peace out.